Second and 2. Henry running right to the goal line and in. Let's see. Yes, he is in for the touchdown. On his first drive, King Henry.
The snap, and as you turn around, I want you to think about what the Chiefs saw there.
And it likely had a whole bunch of them a week ago.
Gain of 11 for Likely on first down. Jackson to Derrick Henry. Henry slips the tackle, and he's got a first down. Divine Diablo had him, but could not get him to the ground, and it's a gain of 13.
Because Derrick Henry wasn't used enough, especially not in passing situations. But this is why you get him the ball on the perimeter.
Henry running left. There's some room over there for Derrick Henry. Henry with a stiff arm. Derrick Henry rumbling down the sideline.
Outside zone, Derrick Henry taking his time, outruns Diablo, gets to the edge, breaks a tackle, and then once he gets into you, that stiff arm is vicious.
Henry pitch left. Blocker ahead is Stanley. Henry runs right by him and picks up the first down. And a late flag comes in.
More than made up for it. But we're seeing it here. But we saw it in the beginning of the second half.
Wow. Trayvon Merrick. That's
remade Baltimore Ravens offensive line.
Look at this. Lamar Jackson goes wide. Henry in the Wildcat formation. He can throw it. Here he's going to keep it. Pushing forward. And he's in for a touchdown.
Henry's lined up as quarterback. It's you know that I know that you know that I know that you know what we're doing. And who's manning up? And Derrick Henry mans up, gets behind him, pushing through Tyler Lindenbaum.
Went out of control and to give up that big gain.
Ravens go jumbo here. Give it to Derrick Henry, who muscles in for the touchdown.
Right side of this line, they pull the guard and Henry's just behind it. Too much power.
Here is Henry up the gut. Derrick Henry just chucking forward all the way about 11 yards and a first down.
It's Lamar so much getting that ball, but instead give it to your 250-pound back and try to get him on the ground, and you're going to need a lot of bodies. He's just a load to bring down.
Give it to him again, this time off the left side. Breaks a couple of tackles, running through Parsons and carrying him for another first down.
Make plays that way. He is normally a downhill back, and so many of the offenses that he's been around, just going to pay off for Baltimore in the second half. They keep it going.
They set up a screen. Henry gets a block, rumbling straight through. Derrick Henry inside the 30 like a runaway freight train. Ball is out, but they say he was down. Right away, the signal that he was down. Clearly down, no question.
Just a simple screen play. What are the things they need to shore up?
3rd and 1. It's Henry racing through the hole and more. Derrick Henry with a first down all the way down to the 33. Just ran right through Kalen Carson.
This is why they brought him here. Just a downhill run. He reads it to the backside and he's out the gate. Stiff arm, one of the most vicious in the game. Holy cow. Try to tackle that, KB.
No thanks. I'm good.
Oh my God.
I mean, it's just... Get into the eye here. Henry's sweet spot right up the gut. Derrick Henry running for the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, Baltimore.
It takes a toll when you're trying to tackle him and you just can't think the free safety can come from the middle of the field and get this guy down.
Here goes
Lewis Henry up a big running game against Dallas. Derrick Henry on the run. Hamlin and Lewis chasing at the 40, at the 30. He will score!
Here's why. You've got Patrick Ricard. Watch him come down to the inside. Almost a trap block. And then Mark Andrews gets the key block on the safety. Down the field, Taylor Rapp. And then just a foot race with a 250-pound man. Somebody in the secondary is going to win that race, right? I don't think so. King Henry putting down a marker early in this one.
That is the longest run in the history of the Baltimore Ravens. We start the quarter with 2nd and goal. And Jackson will roll. He'll throw it to Henry. Touchdown number 2 for number 22.
You'll see everybody go this way to influence the defense. Henry go that way, and there's just nobody left. Nice job by Likely there as well, just getting in the way in case Christian Bedford wanted to get over, but so far, this offense of the Ravens.
It's a lot more than that. Gets 78 more yards than that. Derrick got up to 21.2 miles per hour. Didn't get full speed here, but gets a ton of yardage. About 21 yards on that game. 26, I beg your pardon, to the Buffalo 29.
So all the momentum had shifted, right? And you could feel the Bills gaining momentum. And then you turn around and make a play like that, and then Ronnie Stanley with a great block. And what happens? He goes out and wins the Most Valuable Player award. So that's putting a statement on. I told you I was working.
And so is this guy, Derrick Henry, down the sideline to the 1. Rasul Douglas there at the end with the tackle.
Andrews, Likely, and then Ricard. We just talked about him. All 3 of them get key blocks. Watch this. 1, 2, here comes the last one, 3, and Henry is gone. They look like they could be something, Mike. They just do.
Cleveland is in as an extra. Oh, he slipped. Then he sledgehammers his way across in a touchdown. Derrick Henry. His 100th career touchdown.
We see as he goes to cut inside, he slips on the turf. He regains his balance, and he and Logan Wilson one-on-one. All you got to do is touch the white line with that ball, and clearly gets in. Loses his footing, but able to get up, regain his balance, lower the shoulder. The knee's down right there, but you can see he's already crossed the white line.
It's a 1st and 10. Here comes Henry. Ricard a block. Here he goes. Rocketing down the sideline. Breaks a tackle. Down to the 5. Galloping 51 yards. Look at the block by 42 Ricard and Stanley. And he's off to the races.
They had done such a good job containing him for most of the day. The biggest run up until that point for Derrick Henry was 7 yards. He was averaging under 3 yards per rush. A missed field goal, and 1 play later, now the Ravens are in position to win this thing.
As Omar changes things up at the line.
They use him everywhere, tight end, fullback.
There he goes. Henry with a big hole. And Butler able to hold on as he got into the secondary.
You're going to see the movement from the right side. This is Baltimore Raven football 101. Watch Rosengartner, the right tackle, and the tight end tag team this one up. Kohler right there. They're going to displace and move him 5 yards downfield.
And now it's Henry time. Derrick cutting it outside. Derrick Henry! Touchdown, Ravens!
Secret way to score and be the best red zone team, be able to run the football, and he's as good as anybody. Anything here as a quarterback, a disaster that Jaden almost did in the last series.
Here's Henry with a full head of steam, and he's got a 1st down with ease.
It's going to be a simple toss play, and you follow Ricard on the outside, and no corner wants to go hit him, and No safety wants to hit Derrick Henry.
Reminded me of him a couple of weeks ago.
Washington brings everyone down, Jim. Look at how many guys are right here.
2nd and 5. He'll still face that with power, with Henry, with a touchdown. Great call, Tony. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Bring Ricard back from the left side and let the big guy. No one even wants to hit him. He's so big, Jim.
2nd and 8. Toss. Henry. First down and a whole lot more. Henry breaks it all the way down to the 40-yard line.
And you'll see a toss play. Aguilar knocks to the end, and he outruns Ricard, the fullback there. But he's the closer, Jim.
Yep,
this is why they can win in December and January. Lamar does not have to be the sole focus.
Great play by Marlon Humphrey. And think about what just happened for the Bucs. Here's Henry. Henry gets 10 plus. Give him 12. Lamar Jackson's had a perfect passer rating and has been lighting up the scoreboard. Here's Henry, left side. Yep, it can change in a play. There he goes. McCollum, the only man that can catch him, and he does. His 2nd longest carry of the year. Well, the outside zone, and you get him on a rail, and it's overplayed there at the line of scrimmage, and as soon as you give him a crease, he is gone. For his size, and it's almost unfair. Once he gets on the edge in space, he's just hard to catch. The only reason why McCollum caught him. Toss to Henry, bends it back. Here he goes again. Jets are on. Did he stay in? No, he stepped out. 81-yarder earlier, goes for 39 here. Well, Anthony Nelson, number 98, he gets caught in all the traffic as the play's going away from him and just does not do his job of containing and just opens up that whole back cut for Derrick Henry. Here is Henry on the reception for the touchdown. You can see as Henry comes out of the backfield, just simple little flat route, gets the ball to him, and there's Jordan Whitehead. Not a whole lot there. On 1st down, they hand it off to Henry, and Henry breaks a tackle. He's free to the near side. Watch out for the stiff arm. Henry sizing him up. He missed on it, but he gets down to the 20-yard line. Juan Thornhill eventually made the tackle.
Watch, Newsome has got to fit that tighter. But watch Thornhill. He has seen all the videos you have. He was waiting on it. That was almost like a boxing match. Watch Thornhill's left hand trying to protect himself from that stiff arm. That's a nice.
Jay Feely, Ross Tucker, Tom McCarthy, Lamar Jackson pitches it to Henry, and Henry goes to the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, Ravens. 2:36 to play in the 4th quarter.
It's just that little pitch. Watch, you'll see Ricard 42. A nice job by Rosengarten. They had the extra offensive lineman in there.
You're going to run it up the middle. Bouncing off one player, and Henry takes it home for his 100th career rushing touchdown.
It's just big boy football. Look at this. Everyone run into each other, and now tackle me. Come on, someone. You want to tackle a guy twice your size? Attack with everyone else and put everyone up in here just like they're doing now.
Here's Henry. Henry's got another 1st down. For 12 or 13 more to his total.
Direct play. I want you to watch a huge. I mean, he's so big. Falele, that you really have no choice but to move out of his way even though you're trying to. And right now they know which way to run. They got to check with me at the line of scrimmage. So we're going to see if this is going to work because they're changing plays too on the other side.
Henry galloping. Henry's got his 1,000. Henry's inside the 20 and down at the 17. Running right behind Linderbaum is center, and he breaks another one for 20.
He's going to change the play. He's going to tell everyone, see everyone looking at him. Hey, here we go. Here's the bubble to the right. That means we're going to run right in this line right here. follow him. And Baltimore, great coaching.
It's Henry. It's Henry. Outside. It's Henry. It's Henry for the touchdown again.
Watch the blocking on the edge right here. Job by Kohler. And at this point, you're shaking your head on the sideline because it looks like the litmus test is not going their way for Denver fans to see if you're for real. Now,
and it was a hungry bunch after Cleveland. 1st and 10 bootleg coming back to the near side. Derrick getting into the passing game. Derrick's got blockers in front. Derrick turning on the speed. And just enough of Cody Barton's contact.
The misdirection here, we got to give Todd Monken a ton of credit. He has designed some incredible plays for this offense. And
tight ropes the sideline. Do they give it to Henry? Indeed they do. And he backs his way in. So Henry has now scored a touchdown in every game this season.
Handoff. Henry. Derrick Henry tripped up inside the 30 by Fitzpatrick.
Some passes, how about explosive runs? And right through there. Breaks through the line of scrimmage and really ran right off of the back. It looked like of Dean Lowry. And if Minka Fitzpatrick, who's playing center field, doesn't get it, Lamar Jackson.
2 tight ends, extra offensive linemen. They go tight. Handoff. Henry slams it in there for the touchdown. Baltimore finally has one on the board, and it's Derrick Henry.
Side, watch McCarry here, and then Ricard 42 was up there. That looked like the old school Baltimore Ravens. Lots of big people up front. Cleveland, the extra offensive lineman who checks in at 360. Moved the line of scrimmage, and what you don't.
So this is a big drive for them. Try to get some kind of rhythm going.
Here is Henry able to bounce. Still rumbling out across the 45, and that's exactly what the Ravens needed.
The last couple of weeks have been relatively quiet, but Ravens do a good job there getting the edge and allowing Henry then to get outside. And that's when it becomes the challenge. Once he gets going with a head of steam, you don't want to be one of these guys.
Only carried it 13 times for 65 in that loss at Pittsburgh, and you see what they're trying to do. And why not?
Is they want to play too deep, or at least show that. And then they're going to drop in the safety and try to play the run from time to time. So this defense, they do give up yards, as I said, on the ground, and they are now.
They're going to give to Henry. He's got it easily and still going. King Henry down, twisting inside the 35.
They pull Daniel Falalele, the right guard. He helps kind of clear out a hole. He's as big as any guard that's ever played, in my opinion, but opens up that lane then for Derrick Henry. And anything can happen once he gets out there on the edge like that.
Elijah Molden missed the tackle, had no chance, and Derrick Henry is at 99 yards for the game.
Yeah, you got Falalele leading the way along with Patrick.
This is what makes them hard. The shell gets like morphed. It goes here, 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 here.
But here comes Henry, and here he goes. Down to the 15, to the 10, and just inside the 10-yard line, running behind Ronnie Stanley. They got a 1st and goal to go.
Well, I want you to watch outside. We're going to pull some people, and all of a sudden you're like, I got a big guy. No, get out of here, get out of here. You don't really want to go attack Linderbaum and Derrick Henry, and so you're trying to keep your leverage.
18 of 21 for Jackson as Henry runs right up the middle, knocking over Giants on the way to the 30-yard line.
Was at a loss for words to talk about what Derrick Henry does at the age that he's at, how he's still going. He said
whose hands do you want that ball in?
Give it to Henry again, left side, big hole. Henry breaks the tackle and now taken down at midfield. That's a good start. KZ maybe saved the touchdown, but 2 big runs from Derrick Henry.
The ball gets to Derrick Henry, and there's just nobody to slow his feet down. You see, doesn't ever get off track.
Can't wait for this one to keep rolling here, KB.
Yeah, second possession for the Ravens, and it's Derrick Henry again, right up the gut. Henry chugging his way down inside the 30 for a first down. Henry again. Giant hole for Henry. Flipped upside down inside the 20, but another first down. Wow. Creating some space.
Yeah, this is a zone read. They are not letting Lamar Jackson keep the ball. So he's just going to give it to Henry. And you see that space right there. The only player he's dealing with is the free safety, KZ. And that is a dangerous sight for any safety. 120 quarterback rating this year. He seems just fine standing there and throwing it like he has.
Derrick Henry just fine, spinning through Steelers. Crowd loves it. Down to the 35. He's got a first down.
This guy just continues to amaze me. Breaking tackles, spin moves. He's got Wilson trying to tackle him. Fitzpatrick, Trice. And the fans are loving it.
Look at him. On the fake. Go back the other way, and that's caught. Look at this screenplay. Henry trucking through people down to the 10. It's a runaway freight train to Derrick Henry.
He gets out here in open space, and when he gets his momentum and inertia going one way, breaks the tackle there, cuts back, another tackle.
Jackson to Henry. Henry around the left side. Uh-oh! Derrick Henry! Foot race! Down to the 10.
You got to deal with Derrick Henry, and when you do not stop his feet and he stays on his track, he is unstoppable. Through the defense, nobody gets their hands on him. You're not going to catch him. Fitzpatrick, now it's Pierre coming out of the field.
Henry, little stutter step up the middle, more room inside the 15. A monstrous day for Derrick Henry.
Yeah, they've done such a good job limiting Lamar Jackson's carries, but today, impossible to limit Derrick Henry's yards. Look at this just hole that he's running through. And I give this offensive line so much credit. They're an absolutely tight group, gotten tighter as the season.
As anybody we have right now in the NFL.
7 plays, 4 first downs, and now an 8th play for a touchdown. Derrick Henry pounds it home. What a start for Baltimore.
Play from the front. Don't fall behind against this Ravens squad, and that's about as textbook of an opening drive.
Anything she puts her mind to, including getting in the ring herself, if necessary. Another handoff, another gashing play. Derrick Henry to midfield. He is a one-man wrecking crew for 21 yards.
Watch Patrick Ricard. It's wham. So they're going to pull and get up, and they're going to actually trap from the outside in the defensive tackle, and they can just run the ball at you so many ways. And
have resulted in 10 points. Flowers the motion man, and yeah, stick with what's working. Derrick Henry weaving his way through to the 40.
Ways can you run just inside trap wham? I mean, now they just run it. Now they just run trap to the left side. So we saw Ricard. He went influence trap wham from the left side. Now they go trap to the other side. It's just
when Baltimore possession from the 39, and Henry on the run. Henry gets away. Stays on his feet to pick up 12.
They run a little cross and they get Neville Hewitt. He's unblocked in the hole. But again, it's one thing to have unblocked defenders.
I formation. Henry on Ricard. Look out, Derrick Henry in the clear for the first time. That's his best run by far. Barrels to the 45. Emerson got him down, but he picked up 25.
Unbelievable block by Linderbaum. Watch how he reaches that defensive tackle and completely turns him. Derrick Henry with that jump cut stiff arm. That's exactly what this Ravens offense has been looking for tonight.
Yeah, that's a nice combination between Linderbaum and Voorhees. Gives him just enough help before he gets to the second level. That's the first time.
Before he went down to Georgia and coordinated the Bulldogs offense and won back-to-back national championships. Henry is loose. Big fella hurdling people and banging out across the 40. His birthday got out to a slow start, but it's picking up momentum now.
You get this motion, and that flies everybody that way, and then Derrick Henry comes downhill. So you have a horizontal stretch with that motion in Lamar, and then a vertical push with Derrick Henry in his shoulder square.
Zay Flowers just the one catch before leaving the game with a knee injury. It's been Bateman and the tight ends tonight. And Henry on the edge. Cuts back and finally brought down to the 10-yard line. Henry.
Watch Tylan Wallace and then Ronnie Stanley. Wallace down to get Rodney McLeod, and then Ronnie Stanley pins. And Derrick Henry, Lewis, you've mentioned it, getting those shoulders and his body momentum pushing forward.
Just by the alignment, Cam Mitchell, the corner, you got to get wider and get more leverage so you can force at a better angle. Todd Monken marrying it all up.
He's blocking on the edge. That's what you expect the big fella to do to pave the way. And the King finds the end zone on his birthday.
See, now they've got him on their heels. Now they don't know what's coming.
Derrick Henry going completely downhill. This offensive line is sensational. We call that power. You pull the backside guard and you flow with that fullback. They kick inside out, and then
you dance.
They're going to get Watson healthy, and McDuffie's playing great. I think that they are very capable of going back.
Henry's off and running. He's got 100 plus, and he's got his second touchdown. King Henry celebrates his birthday, which got out to a slow start, but a strong finish.
Absolutely the difference in this second half.
And you see there, even though that wide zone started wide, he didn't get his shoulders totally parallel to the line of scrimmage, and that's a problem.
They call it having the chalk glass, making sure he's getting them into the right play.
Now they give it to Henry, and there he goes for a gain of 13. Clearly Henry will be number 2.
Watch the block, the combo block here, Al, by Linderbaum and the left guard here. He does a good job, McCary, that combination block. This time it's not a read. It's a duo play, inside zone play where you just get your center and your guard.
10th play of a drive that started back at their own 5-yard line. Now they snap it here on a direct snap to Henry. Off to the races he goes. Stiff-arming his way to the 11-yard line. And the crowd going wild. Derrick Henry for a gain of 33.
You saw it in the last play on that duo play. Now direct snap. Ronnie Stanley with a heck of a block. That seal block, pushing that defensive tackle back to the inside. Nice block by the tight end. And there's the infamous stiff arm by Derrick Henry on Fitzpatrick there at the end of that play.
That time they had him lined up in the backfield with the tight end likely. Watt taking a breather on the sideline. Little toss here. Henry, first down, and more spilled inside the 10 off a block by Likely.
Defender just take him wherever he wants to go and let Derrick Henry read this. Push him outside. Ricard coming in behind to help clean it up. And you just trust Derrick Henry, who's been playing this game so long, to find that crease, stretch him out, cut it back, and then get upfield with Derrick Henry. So 12 plays and 11 runs.
12 plays. Well, runs on every play. Can he get to the end zone? He can. Derrick Henry. Touchdown.
380 pounds, 77, 42's 300 pounds. Look at that blocking. Ronnie Stanley with a great block.
Cleared the protocol. They get their 2 big stars back. Meanwhile, there goes Henry. There goes Henry all the way for the touchdown. 44 yards.
It's big to get him started, but the threat of Lamar Jackson, watch the linebacker, what he does in reacting. They clear Roberts out because he's worried about Lamar Jackson. That opens up the middle. This has been going on all year. Derrick Henry.
A lot of success in the first half with 2 tight ends. That's the matchup nightmare. They can run it or throw it and run it either way.
Handoff to Henry. Henry gets a running start, and Henry down to about the 27.
2 tight ends in. You don't know if we're going to run or throw it because both guys can catch the ball, and then Derrick Henry has a 2-way go. Run inside, outside, right or left. You almost can't match up perfectly. This is going to be a problem.
2 extra linemen in for the Ravens on 3rd and a foot. They got it with ease, and here he goes. Henry tripped up out at the 46 by Hamlin.
You're exactly right, and this is Fa'alele 77 is going to pull on the right side, and right there you see the big opening, and lucky that Henry didn't go. By the way, he spends more money on that diet than you do, and that's shocking.
Right.
I've never heard anybody else get that close to you.
Speaking of a diet, they feed it to Henry, and he's down to the 5-yard line.
A healthy diet of these running backs, and Henry's at the top of the food chain right here. You're starting to see, look at Ricard, the kick out. Boom. Douglas, that's what happens as the game goes on. You don't really, he takes it on. You got to close that space. This is getting concerning right now.
Stay with him. Henry. Yeah. He's in for the touchdown. Oh, boy, they looked unstoppable on the ground. They just rushed for 68 yards on that drive.
That was a walk-in, just like this was.
Derrick Henry gets the touchdown.